I am devastated. I have never, ever in all my career been so torn apart, so sickened and saddened and ultimately dumbfounded by what I had to endure in back-to-back fourth quarters by my San Antonio Spurs. Back-to-back disasters. Yes, I was wrong about Spurs in 7, but I wasn't that wrong. Because despite more mononucleosis, Ginobili 4 more fourth quarter turnovers, turning the Spurs into the San Antonio turnover Spurs, and despite Tony Parker's 0-point second half no-show, the Spurs hung in, and with 48 seconds left, one of the top 10 all-time players in the history of this league, Tim Duncan, has the basketball for a point-blank bunny over a much shorter Shane Battier. And he missed it. He missed it. Did I bad dream it, or did he actually miss it? Because I'm not even sure. I barely went to sleep, so I might still be dreaming. He missed it. Stephen A., he makes that shot 99 of 100 times, often with an and one over a Shane Battier. And if he had made it to make the score 90-all in Miami's house in a Game 7, a tidal wave of pressure would have exploded back onto the home team. But he missed it. And it was almost like Game 6 all rolled into one moment in Game 7. He missed it, just as the Spurs collapsed down the stretch in Game 6. And I will go to my grave saying that the Spurs blew this finals even more than Miami won this finals. But before I give you the floor, Mr. Smith, allow me to say, from my heart, congratulations to LeBron James for playing the greatest game of your career, LeBron James, all the way down to that clutch dagger of a 19-foot jump shot that he made soon after Tim Duncan missed. So today I conclude with much respect to LeBron James.
Wow.
Well, first of all, we appreciate the fact that you have expressed and elocuted the respect for LeBron James that you did. But at the same time, you sit there and you say that the San Antonio Spurs gave it away as opposed to giving Miami credit for taking it. If LeBron James is every bit as great as you just said he is, then I believe that they took it from the San Antonio Spurs. It's just that simple. I picked them in 7-2. I was wrong. I'm not as depressed about it as you are, and you'll have to live with that for the rest of the year and all of that other stuff.
You will be back to South Beach again soon.
Hey. But the point is that I got to give credit where credit is due. LeBron James has cemented himself as one of the great players of all time, obviously of the modern day era. He's a 2-time world champion, and my favorite moment in all of this is when he's on stage, on the podium, after the game is over, and he's holding that championship trophy and the NBA Finals MVP award, and he's looking at the world like, now what you got to say? It was just a beautiful moment for me. I loved it. I loved every moment of it. But I also love Dwayne Wade coming out there and reminding the world of what a superstar he can be when he wants to be, when he's healthy enough to be that way. He had one bad knee throughout this postseason. It became 2 bad knees after Game 6, but he came out there for Game 7. I didn't see him gimpy for one moment in last night's game. And that first half, he was doing it up. He put the Spurs on their heels because he was in attack mode. He was telling dudes to step aside. I got this. And just putting one move after another, whether it be on Manu Ginobili, Kawhi Leonard to end the first half, et cetera, et cetera. Mario Chalmers stepped up, did what he needed to do. And I applaud what Dwayne Wade said in the aftermath of the victory when he talked about the doubters, and he said, my faith is bigger than their doubts. A first-class organization led by Mickey Arison and Pat Riley proved themselves to be first class. Eric Spoelstra, a young, bright coach. Can we stop talking about this man as if he's not a great young coach? Can we just stop it? And Dwayne Wade, all you can question about him is his knees. LeBron James is the best player in the world. All right? He's one of the greatest players of all time already. And now, legitimately, not just the championship off of the lockout season, but now a full season, 82 games, the postseason, the NBA Finals, a Game 7, 37 and 12 with 5 3-pointers and perimeter shots to add to the rest of the equation. He is the best player in the world, and he's a champion, and you just got to give it to him.
Okay, I hear everything you just said. But let me say, if you had told me yesterday morning sitting right here that Shane Battier would snap out of his slump and make 6 threes, not 2 or 3, but 6 threes, and if you told me that Dwayne Wade would be Dwayne Wade, and that LeBron and Wade would combine to shoot 23 of 44, which is 52%, and you had told me that the Spurs, especially Tony Parker, would look spent, especially in the fourth quarter, I would say big blowout for the Miami Heat. And I'm back to 48 seconds left, down to right at the rim, Bunny.
Time out. There isn't a game alive where you can't say those kind of things.
That's not true.
Every game, now I'm not talking about the details, I'm saying there's a reason everyone wins and there's a reason everyone loses. That's what competition is all about. Last year, you couldn't have told me that Mike Miller was going to drop 5 3-pointers on you know, or actually it was 7, I believe, against the Oklahoma City Thunder in Game 5 of the NBA Finals. This man, I walked up, Mike Miller and I laugh about it all the time. I walked up to Mike Miller after they won the championship game last year, and I said, congratulations, way to end your career. Because this dude was leaning over. He couldn't even stand up straight and dropped 7 3-pointers. These things happen when you're going after a championship. It's par for the course.
Skip Bayless has said LeBron James had played the best game in his career. You also ended it by saying much respect to LeBron James.